we got a special guest with us tonight. Keith Collins II is in the building. He's a local filmmaker and stunt choreographer, fight choreographer, martial artist. He was my cameraman for Fan Expo Cleveland. What's going on, Keith? There he is. He's up there.
Hey, everybody.
There he is. He was struggling with that mute for a second.
Yeah.
Lady!
Gotta be quick on the draw. What's going on, Keith?
Right. I'm all right. How's everything? How's everybody?
Doing good. All right. Doing good.
Better.
So, you said better.
Cheers to that one. Bravo, Jack.
Oh, my God. So,
Cheers.
We're just going to jump right into it. I need to know, and I'm going to pull up some of your footage. I need to know, how did you get started in filmmaking?
I mean, it was something I wanted to do like since I was like in middle school. Because when you're growing up, you want to be things like you're not saying you want to be a doctor or a lawyer. You literally say stuff like, I want to be a ninja, and that's what I wanted to be. So I decided that I could be a ninja if I was in movies. And from there, I just wanted to make movies. And then once I got out of college, and even while in college, I was making movies. And a filmmaker, it was a filmmaker in Canton. He asked me would I do any stunt choreography, and I was like, you know what, yeah. And that's sort of how I jumped into doing stunts and fight choreography, and then worked my way back into like being a director and editor and stuff like that.
Which do you like, being in front of the camera or behind, or both?
Behind.
Yeah.
Behind the
camera. You said, I don't have to worry about all that extra stuff. Behind that, just know how everything looks. Why? So is that the reason why? Just because you can have a different perspective?
In all honesty, like if I'm in front of the camera, I only like to do stunts and fights. Like I'm not an actor. At least I don't believe I'm an actor. I don't remember lines well. And even when I write the script, I don't remember the lines I wrote. So I'd rather be behind the camera.
Can relate.
You just say whatever it is that was on there. I can't remember.
So that sounds right. I wrote that. That's good.
Can relate. That's for sure.
Oh my God, I'm going to show one of the trailers you have for one of your films, and this one is for Fall Hard. So here we go.
So why can't we have guns?
The warehouse that they're in is in close proximity to a lot of businesses. You know, the Dirty 30. Bishop and the Grimm brothers are going to be on the 4th floor in the office. Right outside there is probably going to be those guys that we always have problems with. Yeah, he hired them. Big Kenny's there too. Quick. And, I mean, Lou going to be working the door, so we should be able to get in pretty easy.
Boss, you want us to go help them out?
No, it's good. I pay them bitches good money to do what they do. They professional.
They all fall hard.
What's up?
It was the look up for me. That's the moment when you say NDA. Yeah, nigga, don't ask.
So, Keith, I know you because you're local. You're in the area. But tell the people, like, how did you get started in the martial arts game?
My father. My father is like a 5th degree black belt, and he pretty much trained me all my life. So
I need to have a talk about that.
Like in my mind, I thought that life was a kung fu movie because that's how I was raised.
Yeah, I need to have a talk with my father.
It's like, oh, everybody does this. Oh, spinning roundhouse
Your
kicks on
son
the
is
weekend.
gonna have
Sure,
a
no
talk with
problem.
you, Chris.
I learned how to talk trash, and then back it up. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, mine watched a lot of kung fu flicks. That was about it.
So, Lady Mandalore.
Ooh, all right. It's gonna be easy. Or not. Pass. Next. I gotta think this one through. I'm so
Wow.
sorry. And I don't want to waste time. Hold on.
Wow.
Dang.
Wow.
Whoopty.
I see that you said you wanted to be a ninja. You like doing action. You like the fight choreography. You like action. Is there any other genre of film besides an action or a martial arts based film that you feel that you would like to work on next?
Yes. I mean, if I had a chance to do another type of movie, it would be horror. I grew up watching scary movies, and you know,
Laney.
like I don't know. I just would want to go into that and give it a shot at least once or twice,
I'm
especially
a,
supernatural horror,
Okay.
like haunted house type stuff.
because
Yeah.
you just spoke one of our crew members' languages.
That's my
Hence her
love.
name.
Film language.
So,
I love
Laney,
it.
go ahead, ask your question.
I mean, I was gonna be like, who would you want to work with, especially because you have a martial arts background. But I mean, tell me about your horror film that you would work your magic in.
I have I like legends. I like urban legends, and in particular, I like I said, supernatural type of thing. So usually, like movies like Lights Out, stuff like that. I really like. Um, and when I go, I like mostly older movies now because a lot of the newer movies sort of get on my nerves. So I'm a Nightmare on Elm Street type of guy. Um,
Okay.
like
Okay,
those are
sir.
probably like the type of movies I go for or I try to make. If I wanted to go horror, but I mean, I'm a sucker for an 80s slasher too. Like I'm not gonna lie there, but I wouldn't make one. I just don't think my mind. I could watch them, but I can't make them.
So I'm glad you said it because I know because you film around this, you film around the city, you film around the state, pretty much. Have you ever filmed that? You haven't filmed at the Reformatory, have you?
No, I have not.
I was gonna say,
But I do hear that it's haunted.
yeah. So for the crew, there is
Now,
it's empty now, of course. There's an old prison, and it's like mid Ohio, like near Columbus or before you get to Columbus, basically. And it's known as the Reformatory. And you can tour this place, and the touring is pretty hot during the fall months, like around October. And it's known to be haunted.
fun story. One of my first movies that I was a stunt coordinator on, we filmed in this abandoned hospital. We got permission to like film there, and it was always weird stuff happening. And two things happened there that was really weird. One door moved. I mean, just swung and hit one of the actors. Nobody was there. It was crazy. And then the other one was when we had to film in the morgue. I remember walking in and it was a stark 20 or 30 degree temperature difference. And I was like, nope, this is how the movie's not gonna implement. I left. I just like, I can't do this.
You said your black radar went off. You were like,
All
Yeah.
you just said to me was the autopsy of Jane Doe. Like, no.
Yeah. Oh
No.
yeah, that movie is that movie was something.
The moment you said haunted hospital, I'm like, nope.
No, the black sense is tingling immediately already. No. What are we doing?
He's like, I don't think so.
Oh, so self-preservation has left the chat. Like, what's going on?
It's got multiple rooms. It's 13 ghosts for me. I am good. Okay.
Oh yeah.
I actually love that movie.
That movie drove me
Yeah.
nuts. Okay.
So Navy, you had a question? Lady said,
Actually, I do.
Absolutely not.
I Keith, it's good to meet you. I think my biggest thing is I always like talking to when I get a chance to talk to filmmakers and find out if they're anime fans or anything like that. Are you an anime fan?
Um, I'm gonna say yes, but I prefer a lot of like 80s and 90s anime. I mean, I watched some newer animes. Like I've been watching, was it Ninja? Was it
Ninja
Ninja
Kamui.
Kamui.
Kamui?
Yeah,
I've been
so
watching that. I finished that. It was great. I thought I enjoyed it. I watch Baki.
nice. Yep.
That's another
Yep.
one.
So if you could pick an 80s anime, since you said that, because that's my thing. All of us here, we know I'm huge on the 80s anime stuff. So if you could pick an 80s anime that you would love to perhaps become live action.
Film wise, actually, I would like a remake. I would like a more true remake of Fist of the North Star.
Oh yes, go!
Hey.
What is the hold that this anime has on y'all?
Are you kidding me? That
So
the
here's the
North
thing.
Star is
Like,
here's the thing.
everything. We are not
The
the
anime
North
itself
Star,
is
but-
amazing, but that
is.
live action version that they had
We need
does not hold up. It didn't hold
my
up well
gosh.
then.
We need
Like
redemption.
I tolerated it, but it's
didn't.
not an anime.
It's not what the anime should have been. But yeah, it's
Right.
that we will always hope for a better adaptation of that anime because it deserves it.
Yeah, I think Fist of the North Star, especially now for the technology that we have
Mhm.
and fight scenes that we could have. I mean, that could really be a bloody good time.
Yeah.
Agreed. I think that would
Yeah,
be fun.
especially if you do the Raid Redemption, you can do the Fist of North Star.
Oh yeah. And the night comes for us. That was real bloody too.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
The night. Oh, I gotta
Absolutely.
look that up. The night comes for us.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, the night comes for us is it's supposed to be an action movie, but I feel like it really teeters into horror.
It
It's
does.
not
Yeah.
traditional horror, but it's definitely a horror movie. I wouldn't want to be in that situation.
Spartan, you got questions?
I was gonna say because you had me on the martial arts side of things. Do you find your inspiration from films? Do you kind of take from the classic shooting style of martial arts, or you try to be more updated? Do those elements usually go into your type of filmmaking, or you try to do a hybrid, or you try to be different? But really, what's your approach to that?
It's usually I usually base it off of the story and the situation. Especially like when I'm designing action and I'm trying to figure out, what the story actually calls for. I mean, a lot of my inspiration does come from Hong Kong. So I
Mhm.
like a lot of like, Yin Wu Ping, Corey Yin, Donnie
Okay.
Yin. You know what I mean? Like that's
Yeah.
probably where my core starts, and then I, start to branch off and sort of do my own thing from there. But then the story will start to dictate to me what what style should, even happen in that movie,
Yeah. I mean, I get that because some people love Seven Deadly Venoms, some people love Kill Shot, so
Right.
completely different styles. But I see your point though.
I tell people that if you haven't seen Cynthia Rothrock and Michelle Yeoh fight together in a
Oh
film,
my
I'm gonna talk to
gosh.
you.
Cynthia Rothrock was
Yeah.
she was an anomaly, man. You see this little blonde haired lady like, hi, how you doing? Meanwhile,
And
bodies,
it was
bodies.
even now when you look at those type of films where they fight, it's moving so fast. It's moving so fast that you're just like they speed it up. And you're like, no.
Mhm.
I mean, they did a lot of good. One of the main tricks that they used, which is Hollywood doesn't necessarily do, and I think they should. They played with speed while they were filming. So like, it's film goes at 24 frames per second. They will push it to about 22, and immediately that makes it like faster. You know what I mean? And their movements are going to be quicker. It's going to look crisp, and you're dealing with their martial artists first and actors second, so it's gonna look amazing. You know what I mean?
That would explain it, man. Hitman and Masters E.
And Donnie Yen
he's fast anyway.
He's fast. Donnie Yen
He's
is
It Man
fast.
in real life. That is It Man in real life.
Yeah, I seen him training, and he's just fast.
Somebody tried to rob him a couple months ago.
I heard he like beat him down.
Yeah, yeah.
Ladies and
mean,
gentlemen, fuck around and find out
Robert
was a
Downey-
moment.
I'm just saying, imagine you Robert Downey in and realizing you about to be a highlight on World Star everywhere.
Just like picking a fight with Tyson. Oh, somebody else is about to find that out. Never mind. Tafar, you got a question?
I was gonna say, do you have a favorite martial arts movie or actor that inspires you, or that just you enjoy watching whenever, like when the TV's on, we just gotta stop and watch it?
Oddly enough, my number one martial art movie is a movie called Wheels on Mills with Jackie Chan and
I was
Yum
gonna say,
Yu.
thought
I know it's an odd comedy,
was the one.
but it has one of the best fight scenes ever put on camera between Jackie Chan and Benny the Jet.
Yep.
And I mean, you could look up the fight on YouTube. You'll agree it's one of the best fights you've ever seen, and it's in the 80s, and every stunt coordinator references that fight.
That particular camp of performers and fighters and martial artists. When I mentioned Michelle Yeoh, Cynthia Rothrock, Jackie Chan, Benny Jet, they're all in the same circle. Like they
Sammo Hung, yeah.
Sammo Hung.
Another one.
That was
And
my
Sammo,
dude.
Sammo Hung is still amazing. Like he's like 70.
You're right.
And can still move that doggone.
You talking about a bait and switch? They were like, "Oh, that old man, he big, he can't move." Well, let me go sit down and enjoy my beer while you get your ass kicked. So,
that man will humble you with 2 moves,
and still won't break a sweat. Lady Mandalore, now you got you ready?
Yes, I do. Okay, so
you sure this time?
I'm 100% sure. Not I'm more polished. What scene would you like to actually take and improve that you've seen over the years? Is there a particular movie, a particular scene within a movie that you think you could improve on? And it could be a great movie, it could be a shit movie. I prefer a great movie because we all like to improve upon great things. However, if there's some shit that you could fix, that would be great too.
Yes, Keith, you have been Mandalored. That's the one to let you know
Oh, that is a good question. I'm sitting here like, wow, I've never thought of that. Oh, wow.
You have officially been Mandalored. Congratulations.
Sorry, it's been a long day. I would have came up with it sooner, but I had to get my words together.
Yeah, wow. You have there's so many fights going through my head. But wow, I can't.
I'm sorry.
You know, if I don't want to see. I want to say I don't want to like dog somebody's fights. That's the problem too. Like,
but if it's bad,
I'll say this.
Kira broke him. That's all I gotta say. We can't
There's
have
a
nice
lot
guests
of
anymore.
There's a lot of 90s martial art movies that had a particular choreographer, and he was like everybody's go-to choreographer until like Jeff Amata and Dan Inosantos and those type of choreographers came in, and I really wasn't a fan of his fights because they were always slow, even though they were martial art fights. And usually they were Chuck Norris movies. I like Chuck Norris.
I was gonna say either CN or SS. It's one of those two.
So I like Chuck Norris movies. I'm just saying some of the fights, especially seeing Chuck Norris go up against Bruce Lee, and that fight is great. We know what Chuck Norris is actually capable of.
And Bruce Lee.
And it's not doing roundhouses and tight jeans and cowboy boots.
Baby.
You're right.
That's true.
They test them Levi's in them movies, boy. I'm telling you, boy. Levi Strauss had to worry about testing everything. They be like, put him on Chuck Norris, see what happens.
Or they say, or as they say, it's not Chuck. Or they say it's not Chuck Norris is doing the roundhouse. It's the camera that's moving around Chuck Norris. So.
Right.
So, I was either he was either I had a feeling he was either going to say I was going to go with Steven Seagal personally.
Well, once again, if we go with Steven Seagal, I would choose the movies after Under Siege.
I was
After
going to
Under
say the
Siege,
same thing. Yo.
The movies, you know, that help. He needs help.
I
He was
mean,
only good at coming out of the shadow. That was the only thing he was good at.
Yeah.
Everything
I
else
think
was
that
just
more than help.
horrible. Just
I must say, Seagal did that one step move. It's like that one. It's like you ever noticed any of his movies? He got that one. He's only got one step. As soon as he gets behind the head, that's it. It's just variations of different sides.
No, and then I think once
Nicole.
once Chuck shaved the beard and mustache, I was just like, I don't know who this dude is. I don't know this man. Like,
Not Lone Wolf, not Lone Wolf McQuade. No,
Lone Wolf McQuade, man. That was the hairiest Chuck Norris you ever saw.
he did an infomercial and he didn't have his beard and mustache. I'm like, that is not Chuck Norris. That is a lie.
Right?
That is Chuck Norris on the diabetes commercials. That's what that is. That's when you know he can't roundhouse kick no more without a little help.
Here's a rowing machine. Try it, Chuck. Shut your ass up.
Diabetes.
Oh my god. So here I have a one of your, it's a shorts promo for Attack of the Shorts, actually, which is coming up. A lot of these look interesting, and I've seen a couple of them that you had sent me before. All right, and here we go.
So I walk in, cocaine everywhere. Chickens. Where she get chickens from?
Vic and Dwayne, private investigation. BD private investigation.
Back against the wall, can't stop, gotta get up when I fall. No lie, man, I've been here before. It always gets cold before the war. You can feel that feeling in the air. The whole world feels it everywhere. They look to the sky and stop and stare. I feel the earth shake, but I'm prepared. I know I'm ready. Give me that weight that's heavy. Strong for the fight, so steady. One against many, more than a milli. Write that braille so the whole world feel me. I will gladly give all that it takes. Till the gas is all gone in the tank. Ain't no stopping, I'm not gonna break. Matter of fact, I'm just picking up pace. I'm ready. I'm unstoppable. Hard work all day. Go hard, always. Won't quit, no way. Unstoppable.